What's up guys, this is Cody here, and I'm back with another perfect jailbroken setup video. I asked you guys if you wanted me to turn this into a series, and by the likes on that last video, I'm going to do just that. So as long as you guys keep hitting that like button, like on this video, then I'll keep making these. Now before I get into this setup, I'm actually doing another giveaway where 30 of you guys can win. So be sure to stick around until the end to learn how to enter, but let's go ahead and jump into this setup. So for this setup, I'm actually calling it division, mostly because of the division of the folders and the applications. And this is actually a setup that was submitted by the Twitter user Kaniskinson, which is, I think, how you say his name. Now, I did tweak some stuff to my liking, but it is still highly inspired by his setup. So let's go ahead and start on the lock screen. So first of all, you're going to notice that we have this widget, which is called the Grand LS. So if you download this, just make sure that you're downloading the correct version for your particular device. So there's several different versions of this, and they're all made specifically for your particular device. So if you have a 5S, then you're going to download the 5S version. If you have a 6 Plus, then you're going to download the 6 Plus version. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's right there in the title of the widget before you download it. So just make sure that you check that before you start downloading them. Now, in order to actually apply this, you're going to have to download the tweak called LockHTML4. So that's going to allow you to actually place this widget on your lock screen. Now the next thing that we have right down here is LockGlyph. So you guys probably know about this. It's been around for quite some time, but it's still a really cool theme that looks really nice, clean, and minimalistic on your lock screen. Now for this particular theme for the LockGlyph, I'm actually using Muse LockGlyph. So you're going to have to download the Muse theme or Muse 2 theme in order to get this particular LockGlyph. As far as everything else being hidden, like the camera grabber, the status bar, the clock, everything that you would normally see on your lock screen, that's all hidden by HideMeX. Now here on the Springboard, we have the theme Veexlium. So you're gonna have to get that in order to get these themed icons as well as the themed folders down here. So you can see that the folders are a dark black matte finish, and it looks really nice and clean, and that's due to Veexlium as well. So the next thing you're going to notice is the layout, which is due to a tweak called Iconoclasm. So once you download Iconoclasm, you're going to want to use the layout 4x7 Veexlium. So for instance, if we go into our settings here, we tap on Iconoclasm, and then you're going to make sure that it is enabled, then tap on layout, and then you'll see 4x7 Veexlium iPhone 6. So I'm actually on an iPhone 6 Plus, but it still works just fine. Just make sure that you're downloading Veexlium in order to get that layout on Iconoclasm. Now right down here I have a completely transparent dock, and that's due to HideMeX. Now if you do have Eclipse 3 installed, which I do, it's going to give you a dark mode for a lot of your applications. Then just make sure that you have your dock toggled off for Eclipse 3. Otherwise it's going to put a dark overlay, and it doesn't look that great with the dark icons down here, or the dark folders. But that just took me a little while to find out why I couldn't get rid of my dock, and it was because of Eclipse 3. So that's just to throw that out there in case you run into the same issue. Next we have a tweak called Wink. So what Wink does is completely hide your status bar, but you can always access it very easily just by tapping up here where the status bar usually is. So if you tap up here, then it's going to give you everything that you normally have in your status bar. Now you do have to add a repo for this, so be sure to check the description, and I'll put the repo down there for you. Next are these widgets. So this text is actually widgets, and you have to download a tweak called iWidgets in order to install widgets. Now I didn't mention this in my last video, and a lot of people were confused and they didn't know how to install the widgets. Just make sure that you download the tweak iWidgets, and then you can install these widgets. Now in order to install a widget, you'll have to press and hold on a blank space somewhere. And once you have iWidgets installed, then all of your widgets are going to show up right here, and you can select it and then move it around right here on your Springboard. Now these particular widgets, the apps and the folders, this is actually a custom one, and I'll show you that here right now. So it's really simple to install. All you have to do is make sure that you have iFile installed, and then once you do, click on the link in the description below. And now this should take you, my link should take you directly to this. Now just make sure you tap on download, and then once you download this, it should go ahead and give you an open an iFile option right in the top right hand corner. So tap on that, and then you're going to get a pop-up right here that's asking you what you want to do with that package that you just downloaded. So you just want to tap on Unarchiver, and I've already done this, so I'm not going to tap it, but just tap on Unarchiver, and it should give you all of these options right here. So what you want to do is copy all these easy texts. So just tap on Edit, tap on all of these easy texts, and then over here in the bottom right hand corner, tap Copy. So you want to copy and link, and then you're going to tap Done, hit back to mobile, and then go into library, and then scroll down here to iWidgets. Open that up, tap edit, and then tap paste, and you'll tap paste, and it's going to paste all those widgets into your iWidgets. So then you're going to have them available to you in iWidgets right then and there after you've pasted them. Now, to get these 2 blank rows right here in order to make space for my widgets, I'm actually using a tweak called Anchor. So what Anchor does is allow you to move applications without taking that space. So you can see that I'm moving it over here, but it's not taking that location. It's not moving all those applications away. So that's all I did, is I moved all my applications down, and then I didn't put anything down here. Now, one thing to keep in mind is these are widgets. They're not part of the wallpaper or anything. So when you swipe over, you'll see that those widgets move. So they're still on the first page. So if you want to, and you're gonna keep this set up for a while, you can just make a wallpaper that literally has apps and folders right here. And then when you swipe over, those apps and folders are gonna stay in place. Now, another thing I did want to mention for the iWidget is we're going to be using Easy Text 32100. This is for what I'm using on the iPhone 6 Plus. So I have it at the font size of 40, and then for the font, so I'm actually using Roboto Bold Condensed. So if we tap on that, and then you just type in your text, so you would just say folders or whatever, and then I'm just going to tap add, and then you can see right there. So all you have to do is press and hold, and then you can move that widget around. So I'll go ahead and close out of it. As for the control center, if I go ahead and swipe up here, these rounded corners are due to HideMeX, as well as hiding the music controls. That's HideMeX, and the color is HideMeX as well. And like I said earlier, I still am using Eclipse 3 in order to darken all my applications like this. So if you want to get that, then definitely check it out. Now, going back to the Springboard real quick, in the dock, I have a 2x2 layout on my preview for my folders, and that's due to Folder Enhancer. So if you want to do that, just make sure that you download Folder Enhancer, and then you can set up the layout of the preview for yourself. Now, I also have Harbor. So what Harbor is going to allow me to do is when I swipe across, you can see those folders actually bouncing up when I'm wanting to open them up. So if I want to open this one up, it just opens up like that, but it's just a nice little effect that you get right there. It's kind of like on Mac OS. Now, just like in my last setup, I'm still using the tweak called Nude Keys, which is going to give you this real nice flat setup for your keyboard. And for the font, I'm using Bombens. So in order to install that font, you'll have to download Font 3. Now, that's all I have for this setup, but I didn't forget about that giveaway. So June's iPhone was nice enough to let me give away 30 copies of his app called Screenshot. So what this does is basically allow you to make really nice and professional screenshots when you're posting your setup somewhere. So you can actually see, if I go into my photos, these are some of the photos that I've made, or the screenshots that I've made of my setup. So I'll just swipe across here, just a few that I've made, and it's really simple how to make these. I mean, it's crazy simple. So for instance, if we wanted to make one, we would swipe over here, open up the Screenshot app. You can select from many different setup, so you can do a dual if you wanted to do a lock screen, then a springboard, a single, or a full resolution one right here, or you can do a scene. So if we wanted to choose one of these, you can see all these iPhones are blank. So let's just say that we wanted to put it on this one right here for whatever. So we're going to tap on plus, and we'll tap on camera roll, and then you would just select your screenshot there, and then you can save it or you can share it. And you can even add a glare if you wanted to, just by tapping on that right there. So there's a lot of different options, a lot of different scenes, a lot of different setups that you can post your screenshots on. And I think it's definitely worth checking out. So if you guys want to win one of these 30 copies of the Screenshot app, all you have to do is make sure you're following me on Twitter to enter. So what I'm going to be doing is basically putting up a tweet that you're going to retweet, and then I will choose 30 people from the people that retweet that tweet in order to get a copy of Screenshot. A link to my Twitter will be in the description below. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more videos with these setups as well as giveaways, make sure you smack that like button. I would really appreciate it. These setups take forever, no joke. They take forever to do. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you want to see more of my videos, make sure you subscribe. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.